There was once a lion who lived in a forest with his mom. They were both very happy until one day when the lioness mom died and he found himself all alone, but this wasn't the end of his problems. In fact, it was just the beginning, because now another lioness wanted to take over his territory. The lion was exhausted and he knew that he wouldn't be able to get away from her. So he finally gave up and came back out of the bushes. All right, he said, you win. You can be my queen. I was just hunting. He lied to her. I brought back some food for you and the kids. Why didn't you bring back food for me and the kids? I'm sorry, the lion said. I don't want to be a lion anymore. I want to be with my mom. Your mom is dead, the lioness said. You have to move on. The trees were twisted and gnarled, and the bushes were thick and prickly. The river was wide and deep, and there was no way he was going to be able to jump over it. Just then, a crocodile poked its head out of the water. Well, what do we have here? The crocodile said. A lion who's lost his way. The lion picked it up and read, Thanks for the tip, baboon. Yes, I'm lost, the lion replied. Can you help me cross this river? Sure, the crocodile said. Hop on my back. The lion did as he was told, and the crocodile swam across the river with him on his back. Suddenly, the lion heard a loud roar. It was the biggest roar he had ever heard. The lion froze in his tracks. He didn't want to stick around and find out what the crocodile's intentions were. Stupid lion, the baboon said, you're not getting away that easily. The lion didn't understand what the baboon was talking about, but he didn't want to stick around and find out. He ran as fast as he could, and finally he saw it. It was his home. He had finally found his way back. After walking for a while, the lion came across a small hut. The hut was made of sticks and leaves, and smoke was coming out of the chimney. The lion walked up to the hut and knocked on the door. Hello, he said. Is anyone home? Yes, said a voice. Just a second. The door opened and a baboon stuck his head out. Can I help you? I'm lost, the lion said. Do you know where I can find my way home? Of course, the baboon said. Just follow me. The baboon led the lion to the edge of the forest. There you go, he said. That's the way out of the forest. The lion thanked the baboon and ran as fast as he could toward the edge of the forest. He knew that if the owner of that roar wanted to, he could easily kill him. Slowly, the lion began to walk away. He didn't want to stay in this forest anymore. No, I want to be with her, the lion insisted. Then leave us, the lioness snarled. Leave us and go find your mom. And that's exactly what the lion did. He left the pride and went deep into the jungle. He dropped a dead gazelle at her paws and she purred happily. Thank you, my love, she said. You are such a good provider. There were zebras, giraffes, elephants, and even a pride of lions. The lion was amazed by what he saw. He had never seen so many animals in one place before. Hello, he called out. Is anyone here? A zebra poked her head out from behind a tree. Yes, hello, she said. What brings you here? I'm lost, the lion admitted. Can you help me find my way home? Of course, the zebra said, follow me. She led him to the edge of the meadow and pointed with her nose. Go that way and you'll find your home. The lion thanked her and walked in the direction she had indicated. But the lion didn't feel loved at all. He curled up in a ball and fell asleep. But even though he said these words, he felt completely miserable inside. He brought them all kinds of delicious food, but he never ate any of it himself. He was too busy thinking about his mom. One night, the lion had enough of this life. In the middle of the clearing stood a huge waterfall, and behind the waterfall he could see a cave. The lion walked up to the waterfall and looked behind it. He didn't see any way in, so he put his paw on the ground and pushed. To his surprise, the waterfall moved aside and revealed a narrow opening. The lion squeezed through the opening and found himself in a beautiful place. He decided that he didn't want to live anymore. So he went out into the forest and didn't come back home at all. He missed his mom so much, and he knew that no matter how hard he tried, he would never be able to replace her. This other lioness had cubs of her own, but she had recently lost her husband. So she was now looking for a new male lion to take care of her and her children. The lion was a very strong and brave animal. He wasn't going to let some lioness walk into his territory and boss him around. He roared and showed her that he was the king of this area, but she didn't care. She walked right up to him and told him that she wanted to be his queen. He had taken his anger out on an innocent animal, and he felt horrible about it. "I'm so sorry," he said to the deer. "I didn't mean to do that." Then he let her go, and the deer ran away as fast as she could. The lion didn't like her at all, but he couldn't fight her and her cubs at the same time. And so he ran away. He tried to hide in the bushes, but she and her kids followed him there. Now, every night when the moon came out, the lion would go out hunting. And one night he found a deer. It was a beautiful creature with big brown eyes and silky fur. The lion pounced on her and was about to eat her when he noticed something. The deer looked exactly like his mom. It was as if his mom had come back to life. The lion was so happy that he stopped eating her and instead started talking to the deer as if she was his mom. The deer was very confused, but she still talked to the lion nicely. After they had talked for a while, the lion finally realized what he had done. The lion returned home, and the lioness asked him where he had been and what he was doing. Every night after this, the lion went out and hunted for his lioness and her cubs. The lioness was furious when she saw that he hadn't brought back any food. "Where have you been?" she demanded. The lion walked for days and finally came across a clearing. In front of him was a lush green meadow filled with all kinds of animals. As he walked, he noticed that the forest was getting darker and darker. As he walked, he came across a river. When they reached the other side, the lion thanked the crocodile and hurried along the path. As he ran, he could hear the baboon laughing at him. But when he got back, he was shocked. His lioness and her cubs were gone. The only thing that was left was a note.